Dear students, we will discuss some points of proteins in this lecture. We will briefly discuss introduction, classification of protein, general features of proteins and their biological importance. The name protein was given by Mendel in 1839. The term comes from Greek word proteos, means first, as proteins are first amongst all the chemical substances essential for living. They have complex structure with high molecular mass. Proteins are natural polymers made up of amino acids. They are very essential for growth and maintenance of all activities of life. They are present in all living cells. Proteins present in different plants, animals, and even in different parts of particular plant and animal differ from each other. They are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Some proteins may contain phosphorus, iron, magnesium, but in less concentration. On the basis of structure, proteins classified into fibrous and globular proteins. Fibrous proteins have linear thread-like structures. The polypeptide chains lay side by side and have strong intermolecular hydrogen bonds between these chains. They have tough structure and insoluble in water. They form main structural component of living beings, for example, keratin in skin, hair, etc. They are less sensitive to temperature and other conditions. Globular proteins are spherical in shape and have extensively folded structure. They have intramolecular hydrogen bond and water soluble because hydrophilic groups are present on the surface of a spherical structure. They maintain and regulate all life processes of living beings. This category includes enzymes, many hormones, and hemoglobin, etc. On the basis of hydrolysis, proteins are divided into three categories: simple proteins, conjugated proteins, derived proteins. Simple proteins are made up of only amino acids, and conjugated proteins are made up of protein part along with some non-protein part. They further subdivided into different categories based on the type of prosthetic group present in the structure. Nucleoproteins have nucleic acid as prosthetic group. Glycoproteins contain carbohydrate part as non-protein part in their structure, and chromoproteins contain metal ion along with the protein part. Derived proteins are degradation products of partial hydrolysis of simple proteins and conjugated proteins. This category includes peptides, peptones, proteases, etc. Proteins are made up of elements like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen, and if other elements are present, they have very less concentration. They have very high molecular mass as they are made up of very large number of amino acids. Proteins are colorless, tasteless, and exist in amorphous solid phase mostly. They have colloidal character and can easily absorb other substances over their surface. Proteins are amphoteric in nature because they can react with both acids and bases. They are optically active like amino acids and they belong to L configuration. Every protein has specific isoelectric point at which they have minimum ionization and insoluble in nature, and this isoelectric point is very specific for their isolation. Upon hydrolysis, proteins are converted into proteases, polypeptide chains of lower molecular masses, into simple peptides, and ultimately converts into amino acids. There is some terms like denaturation and renaturation of proteins. All proteins are very sensitive to heat, acids, alkalis, and salts of heavy metal ion. On treatment with these conditions, proteins lose secondary and tertiary structure, but their primary structure remain as such. Due to loss of their secondary and tertiary structure, they lose biological functions. For example, coagulated proteins. Where in some cases, in some proteins, when we remove above applied conditions, they can regain their original structure and resume biological activities, but it occurs in very few cases. Proteins are very essential for animal life as they serve many useful functions in living being. But before they can be utilized by body, they must be hydrolyzed into their constituents, amino acids. Hydrolysis of proteins in living beings take place in stomach and intestine with the help of various types of enzymes. The amino acids are further assimilated in bloodstream and carried to cells in various parts of body. Their sum of amino acids are converted back into specific proteins according to body requirement for its functions. Enzymes are proteins which act as catalyst for biological reactions. Enzymes are very specific and highly efficient in their action. They enable synthetic and breakdown reactions to be carried out much more rapidly by the living organism at body temperature than antibodies. These are proteins which play the role of body defense against foreign organism if entered in body. They are produced in response to invasion of body by infectious species. Certain proteins serve as transport agents in body, for example, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries oxygen from lungs to all parts of body. It consists of simple protein part known as globin, which is linked to non-protein molecule heme. Then proteins main structural component of all living tissues. Approximately it constitute half of the total proteins of body. For example, keratin, myosin, etc. Some proteins act as food reserves. For example, ova albumin and casein of milk. Next category is motion proteins. These proteins are helpful in mechanical movement of muscles. With this, we discussed some points, and in next lecture we will discuss structure of proteins. Thank you.